everyone, my name is Julie.
And I'm Larissa.
And we are both certified personal trainers
who live with CMT and we work with people with CMT.
And today we're going to be doing exercises and I'm going to be showing the seated version.
And I'm going to be showing standing versions of each exercise.
And what you're going to need for this workout today are some resistance bands, preferably long, and these loop booty bands. So if you have these, grab them and we'll get started.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go ahead, let's start with a warm-up. We're gonna go ahead and do some hip circles to start. So Larissa's gonna do the standing, and I'm gonna do more of an upper body circle here. And she'll be doing this from the hips.
So as we stand, let's put our feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, and nice and gentle rotation in the hips.
Awesome, let's go ahead, let's switch directions and go the other way.
Make sure you're not overarching your lower back, even as you go forward and back.
Same seated or standing. Okay, let's come back to center. Nice tall posture, seated or standing, and let's just give ourselves a big hug. Let's swing those arms. Good. And then back to center. Let's exhale, reach and do a side body. Inhale back. Exhale, reach the other way. Good. Let's do one more each way. Perfect. Back to center. We are going to go into a march. Larissa's going to talk through how this is best done standing. Seated, we're just going to sit up nice and tall and march.
Okay, make sure your abs are nice and engaged. And we're trying to keep that balance and march. Nice. You can add more of an active movement in your arms.
And of course, you can always hold something if you feel like you're going to just topple over, but want to work balance a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Like that, like so. You can try doing it, or maybe both arms on the chair. That works too. Or maybe even the wall. Okay, nice.
Let's do about 5 more seconds. And then go ahead back to center. We're gonna go into a version of the squat. So Larissa's gonna be doing a sit to stand in the chair, and I'm gonna be using a long resistance band to do a leg press. So these are 2 very different movements, but they kind of hit the same muscle group. So it just depends on what's best for you. We're gonna do leg press like so. So we're kicking down nice, slow, and controlled with the band. We're sitting up tall, arms aren't moving. So none of this. And then also the knee isn't kicking in or out. We're keeping it trapped over the foot. So if you're doing this one, go ahead, do this with me, and then Larissa's gonna talk through that sit to stand.
Okay, so you put your feet hip width apart. Make sure your abs are engaged, you're not overarching in your back, and nice and tall, elongating up through the spine. And we're going to sit down, make sure your knees again, making sure the knees are nice and not caving in or out. So a good way to observe that is look into the mirror or in the camera and see if your feet are aligned with your knees. Okay, and as you stand up, squeeze those glutes nicely. Okay. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down.
Whichever one you choose to do with these, go for 10 to 12.
Something else to look out for planting your feet as flat on the floor as possible. So if they're rotating out, we'll try to rotate them in. If they're in, do the opposite.
Good. How many have you done?
I don't know. I think we're approaching.
I feel like
10.
we're approaching the end, yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good, good.
For the next one, we're gonna need a band around the legs. So we both have these loop bands that we're gonna use. You can tie a long band if you'd like. Good luck untying that with those empty hands, but you can absolutely do that. We're gonna do some sidestepping with the band. So seated or standing, we're just moving sideways. We're moving the leg sideways. So seated, I like to pretend like I'm stepping over something to do this. And then I alternate. And then Larissa's doing the standing version.
Okay, so the standing version, we again start with our feet hip width apart, and we're going to move sideways. Make sure you're pushing that resistance band to the side using your glutes muscles here on one side and the other side. And again, engaging the abs, not overarching the lower back. Nice. And you can do 2 times one side and then again twice on the other side.
I love the standing one too because you have to like stop yourself from accelerating. It's like a good way to find your balance on one side.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And we probably have about one more each way. I do want to say really quick, seated, we're not rocking front to back. Torso staying really still for this. Perfect. Okay, we can ditch that band. So we are gonna do the side bend next. We're gonna go back to that long band. Seated or standing, we're gonna stand on it, legs hip width apart. And then I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Larissa's gonna stand up nice and tall and grab some tension on that band. And then from here, we're gonna bend side to side like we're a little teapot.
So yeah, the standing version is very similar to the seated version. Keeping our feet hip width apart, making sure we're engaging the abs nicely and knees slightly bent. Make sure you're not bending forward instead of the side. And really feeling those side muscles, those obliques working.
Good, let's do one more each way. And when you're done with this, you can just keep that band there because we're gonna do our deadlift next. So you may need to grab a little bit lower on the band and then shoulders are back and down. We're gonna squeeze the glutes, sit up, and then nice slow and control back down. So hinging up and down.
So you might have noticed that both Julie and I moved somewhat sideways towards the camera so that you guys can see what's happening with our backs. We're keeping our back nice and straight. We're not rounding the shoulders like so. Make sure you're right, exactly. And again, standing and seated versions are very similar. And make sure you're squeezing the glutes on the way up. Exhale. And inhale. Nice.
And of course, if you're doing this standing, you can totally ditch the band and hold a chair. You do not have to do it with the band.
Yep.
Good. Let's do one more. Awesome. Okay. We are bringing it back to center. We're gonna just do one more fun one, a little upper body. This one, seated or standing, we're twisting and punching. And the cool thing with standing is you can really like put your feet in so many different positions to challenge your balance.
That's right. You can do a staggered stance, one foot slightly forward and the other slightly back, so as you can see. they're uneven. And then you twist and punch, twist and punch. Nice. Just make sure to switch the legs. So maybe 10 times here and then switching the legs if you're doing the staggered stance position.
Nice. Let's do 5 more seconds. And back to center. Let's do a little cool down. Let's kind of shake out those arms. Give yourself a big hug.
I really love this exercise. It's gentle.
It's nice. It feels like it's just like a gentle hug for yourself.
Right. Job well done. Oh.
Yes. Okay, and then let's side body. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back. Exhale, reach. So these are essentially all the ones we did at the start. We're just using them for cool down now. Good, one more each way. And then let's do a little gentle spinal twist. Your arms can go into this if you'd like.
Yeah, just let the arms swing. I really like this one too. It's like so nice and gentle, but also really good for the spine. And I feel very energized after this one. Always.
I love this one. And then let's go into those hip circles, or those circles again. So Larissa's gonna do the hip circle and I'll do the upper body. This is really nice for your low back and the hips. And let's switch directions. And last one.
Well done.
Awesome work. Nice job. Good job, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this workout. Again, I'm Julie.
I'm Larissa. We're a certified personal trainer working with people with CMT.
Yes, so make sure to follow us because both of us share a lot of videos with CMT friendly exercises. So follow us both, check those videos out, and hopefully we'll see you at an exercise soon.
See you.
Have a good one.
Bye.